Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here live on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson Smith.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. I like the way that when we went live then, Allyson, you just sort of popped up from the side.
How dare you? How dare you accuse me of eating a snack right as we started the show? How dare you, Hayley?
Good morning. It is very early in the morning. We are here until 8 a.m. as we are every Monday to Friday. Get involved with the show. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know where you're listening from. Let us know what you're planning on having for your breakfast if you haven't had it already. The command to give to your device if you are watching us on the Echo Show is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, you can hop on to backchannel.tv on your phone, put a little message in there, and we will read it out if it is suitable for breakfast radio. As always, with us every morning is the lovely producer Will. Hi, producer Will. Oh, that's...
Hello. Good morning. How's it going? I was taking a massive sip of coffee as you said that.
I'm glad you said coffee there. Breakfast show, remember. Good morning, Will. Are you okay?
I'm okay. It's been a morning. This week has been a week. Today is a day. But it's happening. It's literally just started throwing it down here in Yorkshire, so it's got all dark and gloomy. But
I'm glad that you provide us with so much positivity first thing.
I like to think of myself as like a ray of sunshine in betwixt.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's another day. It's another week. Well,
it's another day. It's another week. It's bad juju, bad tech juju today. But you know what?
We're here. We're going to do it. We're here till 8 a.m. Listen, if Will's not happy, we're going to make him happy by the end of the show. Get involved. Let us know where you are. Let us know what you would like us to chat about today, within reason. What's up, Will? You're thinking of something. I can see.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about how amazing today's show is. My favourite part of the show is later on when you talk about weird Christmas presents.
I can't wait.
That's my favourite part of today's show.
Yeah, we will be chatting about weird Christmas presents indeed later. Thank you, Will. He's here with us until 8 a.m. We will be checking our facts and pointing out when we are factually incorrect. It is December the 8th today. It is flying by. And it's Nicki Minaj's birthday, Allyson.
We were just, she was our star behind our advent calendar door yesterday. And
she was.
Today she's 39, almost 40, Nicki. Wow.
There we go. Nicki Minaj, happy birthday to you. I'm sure you are listening. And it's also Ian Somerhalder's birthday from that vampire show. What is it called? He's 43 anyway. He's in Supernatural or something like that.
Supernatural, yeah.
There we go. Very good cheekbones. And also, happy birthday to Amir Khan. He's a boxer from the UK and he is 35 today. It is also, here we go, Allyson. Here's one for you. Every day has a theme. This isn't created by us, by the way, or producer Will. It's genuinely national days.
Yeah.
And today it is Pretend to be a Time Traveller Day. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Because, I mean, the amount of time that's gone on, and I'm like, when do I get to pretend to be a time traveler? And today is that day, everyone. So in my mind, today I'm 18 again, Hayley.
Well, you don't need to pretend, Allyson, because you already look 18 in my eyes.
Come on.
Got to keep her sweet. I need a Christmas present. So, if you could travel back to a time, though, which time would you travel back to, Allyson June Smith?
I mean, I wouldn't travel back beyond my life because I think we live in a pretty great time period, to be honest with you. I might touch base again into my early 30s.
You were just thinking of something that happened when you were 30, 35. You're like, no, let's skip that. Let's go back early.
Early 30s. I would go back maybe to early 30s. Although I wish I could have the wisdom that I have now and be in early 30s. That would be the key.
But the body of an early 30-year-old.
No, I've never had a good body, so like it doesn't matter. I just, make better choices.
I'd love to go back to a time when I didn't feel pain every time I woke up in my back. That would be a good time. Let us know what. I mean, most people are like, I'd like to go back to the Stone Age. Me and you are like, no, just a time when my body was functioning.
Before my arches fell? When was that? That would have been.
Before I had to wear a scarf as a neck support when I sleep. Let us know what period in time you would travel back to. I'd probably go back to 80s, but like, even though I'm a child of the 80s, but like as a older person, so I could go out to the discos and Yeah, I could enjoy it.
Yeah.
Go out and do a bit of moonwalking on the dance floor.
Before we
But
knew better. Just enjoy it all.
Yeah, before we never. Also, with our feet sticking to the floor and everyone's smoking in there, so maybe it wouldn't be that enjoyable. Actually, thinking
smoking! I forgot about
Mm.
smoking indoors. Oh, why did we ever
Yes.
do that? Smoking on planes, smoking in tiny little areas. Why did we ever do that?
It's madness when you think of it now, isn't it? You'd come home and I wasn't a smoker, but I'd come home and I'd stink like I was because of everyone smoking indoors. It's mad. Let us know if you would travel back in time, what time you'd travel to. Get involved. If you are watching us this morning, hello, good morning, is the word say on your Echo show. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, head to backchannel.tv. You can type your little answer in there. Producer Will, would you travel back in time?
I ain't going nowhere, me. I'm staying put.
Are you? You're happy? You're happy with this?
There's never been a better time to be a gay 25-year-old than right now, today, on Wednesday the 8th, 2021.
Producer Will.
Still look great? But no, I would go back to maybe the 20s.
Wow.
Jazz.
Oh, yeah. Would you?
Cholera.
Yeah,
rickets.
polio.
Let us know what year you travel back to, and we'll destroy your happy idea, everyone. You let us know.
Not on this show. Not on my watch.
Thank you, Producer Will. He's going back now to the 20s. So, also, Allyson, on this day,
very day, yeah.
On this in 1978, The Deer Hunter, directed by Michael Cimino and starring Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken, and Meryl Streep, my lovely Meryl Streep, premiered in Los Angeles. It won the Academy Award Best Picture in 1979. I've never seen it.
Me neither, but it's one of those classics. Maybe that should be a resolution of ours this year, Hayley. We watched The Deer Hunter. Maybe we should make a list of movies we should have seen, right?
Yes.
And then go through them and watch them. We should actually get together and have a movie party. You, me, and Will, and we'll eat buttered popcorn. I'll make you guys proper North American popcorn, and we will watch at least parts of all the classics we're supposed to watch.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should not watch Grease 2 for an extra night, because we've seen that a lot of times now. Maybe we should leave Grease 2 and actually watch a classic.
No, I'm not into that. I want to teach Will Grease 2.
Yeah, we're all about that. Listen, if you are up this morning, if you are around at this ungodly hour, it's very early. We're in the UK and it's early, and you are in the US. So let us know where you are, why you're up. It's very, as Will said, it's very miserable here in the UK at the minute. Even though it's Christmas, it's lots of storms happening. There's blizzards, well, not blizzards, but like very high winds. There's lots of trees strewn across the street.
If this keeps up, Santa's going to have one heck of a time in that sleigh getting here. That's all I'm saying. The winds lately have been insane. Yeah.
It's very, very windy. We've ended up with a washing machine in our back garden that isn't ours. So I don't know how that's landed there.
A washing machine.
I mean, it is ours, Allyson, but don't tell anyone else. Don't tell anyone else. As always, here on Backchannel, we have shows throughout the day. So it's not just about us, Allyson, because coming up after us, between the hours of 8 and 10, is Liv Harrison with her show, Live Every Day. After that, it's 12 till 2, the Anthony Davis Show. And at 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with your pal, Hal. But coming up in today's show, do the jingle, Allyson.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Coming up on the Hayley and Allyson show in the next 2 hours, Hayley will learn to speak properly. We're going to be doing your news stories from around the world, the fun news stories that took our attention today. We're going to be doing our 1-star film review, where you guess what the film is that has been panned by several people online and given 1 stars. We're going to be doing our agony auntie section, where we try to solve your problems. Great dance, Allyson. We're going to be doing our advent calendar, what's behind the door today. And as always, we end on a competitive game of true or false and a fun fact that you can take away. That's all coming up on the Hayley and Allyson show.
That was great. Hayley, thank you for enjoying my dance this morning. I was in the groove. I mean,
I wouldn't say enjoying. That's a strong word. It's a 1-star TV show review today. I apologise. Not a film, it's a TV show, but there you go. That's all coming up. But first, Allyson, we are going to chat news stories from around the world.
Let's do it.
first news story is one I enjoyed because it's a couple in London. They faked an engagement. I mean, I'd just be grateful of a fake engagement. Anything.
I know. Even if my partner went along with a fake one, I'd be happy. I'd be like, this is almost like it's happening.
Yeah, this is almost real, but won't even fake an engagement. But there you go. A young couple faked an engagement to get upgraded to a posh room in the Shard Hotel in London. The Shard is very expensive usually, but they got I think they got upgraded and they got a free dessert. She lent her mum's wedding or engagement ring to go. Let's see how old they are. I think they're early 20s. This couple.
Yeah, they were 20. They're babies.
Yeah. Rhian Smith and her boyfriend Harry Collins from Liverpool, basically dressed up really, really smart. They were going in the Shard. She lent her mum's engagement ring to try and get a hotel room upgrade and a free dessert, and they did. They really did. So well done them. Have you done stuff like that? I mean, I've never faked an engagement, but I have faked it's my birthday in clubs back in the day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So always look, whenever I know there's a restaurant where it's like free dessert if it's your birthday, I don't know if it's a big thing here, but in North America, big thing. Often I would fake a birthday. I know I'm a bad person. I admit it. But the real good one that we did, me and my partner, was when we were trying to get a first class flight back from Canada to the UK. We had an incident. My boyfriend found glass in his food.
Did you put the glass there, Allyson?
Shh. When we were flying there, I was like, bite harder, babe. And so we were trying to get, and so we threw in, this was our engagement trip. We were coming back to see my like we did throw it in.
Really pulled. So genuinely, they did find glass in the meal. That was true.
Genuinely, that was a legit. And to me, I was just looking for I don't know, not even first class upgrade. I would even just give me some lounge time, something for our trouble. Anyway. It worked, everyone. We got a first class upgrade. She made me work for it. Don't get me wrong. That flight attendant made me work for it. But you know what she told me at the end? She's like, you were, what did she say? You were stern but kind. Because I was like, well, I'm just thinking, in regards to customer service in this, and she gave it to us.
Oh, she knows. But see, you're good at that, Allyson. Whereas I'm like, a bit weak. So I always think there's people that kick off and they get loads of stuff and I'm always really polite and I'm like, oh no problem. I found glass in my meal. Never mind. As my mouth's bleeding, just dripping with blood. Oh no problem. And the one time I thought I was really upset. It was something to do with my mobile phone bill and they overcharged me massively for it. And I rung up and I thought, I'm going to kick off. I'm going to make sure. Because everyone's like, you need to complain. You'll get free stuff. And I didn't. I just ended up, I went in, I was kicking off and they kicked off back at me. And I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. And I ended up basically not getting any money off my bill, even though they overcharged.
Oh, next time let me pretend to be you. All right, if you need something done, I will speak to them. I will turn on the obnoxious
Canadian
this accent. Yeah, hi there. God, I hope you're having a great day. I know it's really hard. You must get the worst of everyone. I start off conversations like that whenever I'm dealing with customer service people.
Good. She is good. Yeah, the only sort of three stuff I got in the past is from sort of clubs. This is back in the day before they used to ask to check your ID because they'd be like, can we have some form of ID that it is actually your birthday? You used to just go up and go, it's my birthday, and they'd give you a free bottle of non-secco or it's some really fake cheap imitation wine, Sauvignon Nonc or whatever, and you'll be like, oh, that's great.
Great, thank you.
Tasted terrible, but it was free because it's my birthday. Yeah, or Frankie and Benny's, they will sing happy birthday to you, but no one wants that anymore.
No. I was impressed with this couple, though. To be honest with you, I'm like, well done. You're already in a schwanky, look, even the cheap room in that hotel is almost £1,000. So in American dollars, it's $1,500, almost $2,000. So I say good on them. Good on the dessert they got was the most minuscule little thing anyway, because it's high-end food. So you're hungry and you go get McDonald's after. So I say good on you for getting that. Well done, you two. Well done.
You needed a microscope to look at this pudding, but
it's free.
It's free. There we go. Allyson, have you seen any news stories this morning that have piqued your attention?
Well, yes, Hayley, I have. And in fact, this is near and dear to my heart because I don't know if everyone knows this, but I am Canadian. I like to bring it up I know. I am a Canadian person. And I am from Calgary, Alberta, 88 Olympics, but I did for a period of time live in Toronto, and I lived on a place called the Danforth Avenue, which is where this news article is about. So in Toronto, yeah, I literally lived probably about 3 blocks away from this
She
place.
actually has a genuine link to a Canadian story that's never happened before.
It's real. It's real, everyone. And what is going on is there is a very tiny piece of vacant land, less than 30 centimeters wide, and it's long, but it's teeny tiny between 2 shops, and it's basically attracting a lot of attention because somebody bought this piece of land quite a while ago for like 5 grand, and everyone's like, "What are you gonna do with that land? Like, what is?" And they were like, "No, I'm just gonna buy it now because eventually, even if you can't set up anything in the middle, I'm assuming one of the 2 buildings on the side eventually will want that land." So this person bought the land when it's cheap. Now this piece of land is going for like, what is it? 40,000, 38,000, even more than that. Yeah, the tiniest piece of land that you can't really do anything with. But yeah, so this piece of land, well done, whoever initially bought it. Yeah, 30
Very
centimeters.
clever.
It's
Very
between
clever
2 buildings.
thinking.
When you look at the picture, it actually looks quite a bit larger than it really is as well, because there's like a tree in there and you're like, "Oh, that almost looks like you could set something." No, you could not, everyone, you could not. It is teeny tiny. But yeah, it's a vacant piece of land. People are trying to sell it off. It's getting quite a bit of attention on the market right now. People really want this 30 centimeter wide piece of land in Toronto on the
I mean,
Danforth.
in London, that is a studio apartment, 30 centimeters, and they charge you like 6 grand a month for it.
Yeah, exactly.
$6,000 a month. Like, well, 1-bedroom studio apartment. There is no roof or bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, mad. Well done. Great investment there.
I mean, 5 grand, and everyone was like, what's the point? He was like, "You wait, there will be a point." Yeah, long-term
Not
investment,
just
very
a
smart.
hat rack, not just a hat rack. Brilliant story there. If you've bought something that has increased in value, let us know what that is. The thing I bought years ago, well, I didn't buy it. It was a Christmas present. I was a big Take That fan. They're a band in the UK. Didn't really make it big in the US, really, even though they tried. But they had dolls out, right? And my mum bought me the Take That dolls. Anyway, cut to me being a bit older, worth quite a bit of money on the old eBay. Sold them.
How much were they worth?
A couple of £100 each.
Really? And did you keep them in good condition and everything?
Yeah, really good. I didn't touch those dolls. Didn't even want them as a present. Didn't touch. No, I did. I really did. Didn't look anything like them either. But yeah, they were in very good condition. Sold them. They're probably going to be worth a lot more in 30 years' time. You know, you probably should have held on to them a bit longer.
Sure, but at the time you're like, I can't keep pulling off this fake Prosecco gag at the
Yeah,
clubs.
you can't.
I need some money to buy some actual booze here, everyone.
I need cash. I've just bought a 5 grand piece of land in between 2 houses. I need the money. Have you ever bought something that sort of increased in value or?
Gosh, I'm trying to think. I'm sure I have. Like growing up, every Christmas for me, it was all about Barbie. I always wanted a Barbie. I loved Barbie. I mean, I love Barbie. And part of me is like, Allyson, if you had actually kept your Barbies in pristine condition, I'm sure I would have been sitting on a small fortune, because I mean, I had Barbie. Do you remember Barbie and the Rockers? I had the Rocker set. I had
What were the Rockers? Her
Oh my-
backup group.
Yes, Barbie and the Rockers, and I went with the brown-haired one. I wonder why. Living my rock and roll dream through Barbie. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure my Barbie, I had the Barbie house, I had a Barbie pink Corvette. I'm sure all of these things right now would have been worth some dough.
Yeah.
But no, I trashed them. I didn't trash them. I loved my Barbies, but I
Did you cut the hair? Did you give Barbie a haircut? That's what happens, isn't it?
I would never cut Barbie's hair, except for when I was really young and I couldn't afford a Ken doll. I did cut one of the ugliest Barbie's hair short, so she was then, in my mind, the Ken doll. Yeah.
There you go. Little top tip for you there, if you can't afford a Ken doll. We're talking the news stories here on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning. We are here until 8 a.m. If you've seen a news story you would like us to discuss, get involved with the show. The command to give to your device, if you're watching us on an Echo show, is the word say. Or you can hop on to backchannel.tv, get involved with the chat that way. So I seen a news story on the Mirror website, which is about a busker. Now, this busker was singing. She's got a good voice. She was singing where in Stoke-on-Trent in the UK. I wouldn't want to busk there, but each to your own. Anyway, she's singing. She's a busker for a living, and she got really upset because a man walked past and said he heckled her. Basically, he said, "I'll give you £20 if you shut up." So then, instead of just like ignoring him, then she's gone into a bit of a tirade and said, "You're really rude," which she has a right to do. And she's sick of people being rude to her, and she starts shouting at him and telling him to come back and say it to her face and stuff. Now, I mean, obviously, you must get that a lot as a. I imagine it's tough being a busker because when we get heckled as stand-up comedians, we're on a stage. There's security usually, not always. You'd be surprised, but there's the comfort of the fact that we are supposed to answer back, and that's what people sort of expect for us. But as a busker, you're very vulnerable, aren't you, when you're on the streets? And
very vulnerable. But the other thing too is, I mean, I am not this guy. He's rude. That was rude. But at least when people come to a comedy club and they heckle, like they committed to going into a comedy club. A busker is just on the street, right? You're like, I did not ask for this. So I bet the abuse she gets is pretty bad. And I feel really bad for her, but also part of me was like, well, is she a good singer? I'm sorry. I've heard some buskers, and I would never be that rude to say to somebody, but a couple of times in my mind I've been like,
not for me. But I'll tell you though, Allyson, when I used to live in Manchester, which is where Allyson resides at the moment, although originally from Calgary, Alberta. She doesn't really mention it though, so I just thought I'd point that out. But so did the Eagle. But there used to be a busker, and I don't think he's there anymore, and he was really bad, like horrendously bad. He used to be outside the Big Boots on Market Street, and every morning I'd walk past, but every morning it'd make me laugh. Every morning it would make me laugh because he was horrendous.
And work ethic up there in the morning.
Every morning,
yeah,
literally. I thought to work. This is 8 a.m. There's no one there to get money off him. And I think he was unwell, but he was terrible. But it always made me smile in the morning. It was like, do you know what? Fair play to him.
There he is, the busker.
Yeah. I enjoy a bad busker more than I do a good one.
Because you think, wow, you are out there. You don't care what people think, and you're selling it. But I was proud of this girl for standing up for herself. She called him a little man. Yeah, stick it to that little man. I like that she did that.
I'm just looking, actually, I'm just Googling it as we talk, because a lot of buskers have been spotted in the past. And if you didn't know this, Ed Sheeran used to busk. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. Wow.
Multi-billionaire or whatever it is he's worth now. Ed Sheeran was a busker. Tracy Chapman was busked for a little bit. There's loads of real big singers. Passenger, if you remember him, I think he had a Christmas #1 one year. He started off as a busker. It says here that Pierce Brosnan used to busk. I mean, I don't know what he did. Well, it's just doing impressions of 007. People through but there you go. Yeah, lots of famous musicians actually started as buskers, and record companies heard them. It's like, oh, there used to be a singer in the UK, and I always remember this story about her. She was called Shola Amma, and I remember she was spotted sort of humming on a tube station or sort of singing to herself at a tube station, and someone was like, oh, you've got a really good voice, give them a card. Record executive. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. So I understand, a lot of these buskers are thinking, oh, maybe this is me. Rod Stewart apparently used to busk. No. I'm just reading it. Sorry, I'm just reading an article as we're talking on air.
Rod Stewart. You're not going to believe this. There's a lot of also street performers in general. I mean, I've known some very talented street performers in my day, and it can be a very lucrative career. Not that I'm encouraging children to go out and become a street performer, unless that's your calling. But yeah, I mean, I know a guy who is like, I think he's got millions, and he busked for quite a long time. That's what he did, and I mean, I don't know what his background was. Maybe he came from money and then he earned more money. And,
and is he single, Allyson? Do you have a number for him? Or how does he feel about marriage?
Well,
There we go. We're talking the news stories here on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning. We're here till 8 a.m. Ali, have you seen any stories? Any more stories, Ali? Any more?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. From the Stanford Daily. Stanford launches first class taught completely in virtual reality. And my boyfriend would love this because he wants a VR. Wants virtual reality. So this was a class that was taught completely through virtual reality. Students were, hooked up to the machine. They learned virtually. The professors taught virtually. And I think they've logged 2,000 hours of virtual teaching at this point. And the main reason they did this was to do some research to see how this goes over, how the human brain takes in virtual reality learning.
And that's good because the teachers can't see you're rolling your eyes, can they?
No.
Because you're watching them and you're sort of bored.
Yeah, you could. I wonder if they'd know if you took a nap. I fell asleep a lot in university. I'm not going to lie to you. I fell asleep a lot, like drool on the paper. One time a professor was like, woke me up. The whole class was staring at me. I'm like, I'm real sorry, real sorry. But yeah, so that's what they did. They've done all sorts of, online and they are just continuing to do research to see how this goes. They've started, they had to have a certain program. I'm trying to find, it was the virtual human interaction lab. I'm looking. So they found one program that they could actually use because that's the other thing too, is the technology of VR is developing so quickly that to develop programs to use the VR in different ways, that's what's taking a bit of time. So I think this research is helping that as well. So I thought that was really interesting. I love the idea of you could get a Harvard University degree.
So we could get a Yale degree sat in the UK.
Yep.
I mean, obviously we'd have to sit there and qualify for Yale first.
Yeah, we'd have to get in.
We'd have to get into Yale.
Yeah, there is the possibility. So I thought that was it's really
it's interesting because you could never make an excuse as to why you miss class anymore, because they'd be like, well, you just put your what are they called? I was going to say headsets. What are they called? Goggles on.
Goggles.
And you'd be VR. There. You could lie in bed with COVID doing a lecture. No one wants that. We need excuses. We need excuses. If you've participated in a VR, is that what you're getting your partner for Christmas? VR goggles?
No, I got my partner a flight to Canada. So good on you. There you go. Yeah.
Are you Canadian? He doesn't even want to go. He's sick of talking about it. She's like, hey, Christmas this year, we're going to go where they held the 88 Olympics.
Ready. Jamaican bobsled team as well. All right, sorry, moving on.
Moving on, thank you. That was the news stories this morning. If you have a news story that you've seen that you thought was quite funny, get involved. Let us know what it is, and maybe we'll discuss it on the show. The command to give to your device, if you're watching on the Echo Show, is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us, or hop onto backchannel.tv on your phone. If you're listening on an audio-only device, you can get involved that way. But now, Allyson, it is time for our 1-star review. It's a TV show. Yes, today. Several people online have got very, very angry about this TV show. But what is the TV show? We would love you to guess at home. As always, the command to give to your device is the word say if you'd like to make a guess. Have you guessed quickly? Or you could win a personalised song from Allyson June Smith. And if you don't win it, we'll make her do it anyway, because that's the kind of show we are. So it's a TV show review, a TV show that people have left 1 stars online. They've got very, very angry about it. They've wrote about this TV show. They're so angry, they've gone on after this TV show and wrote a paragraph about how much they hated it, published it online for everyone to see. But what is the TV show? Now, we're going to read out several of these reviews that people have left online, and we'd like you to make a guess as to what it is. Allyson, if you'd like to read the first review for me.
Yes, as always, Hayley gives me motivation. We give each other motivation. So as we read these, you can feel we create characters to go along with the reading. Because again, these are angry people, and we want you to feel the full emotion. So we create background stories of the people who have written these reviews. So Hayley, what is my motivation for the first review I'm going to read today?
Okay, Allyson, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so this is a woman called Tiffany.
Oh.
She's in her 50s. She used to want to be a Broadway star. So every now and again, she'll just break into song when something's meant to be a sentence.
I see what you're doing there. Did you brainstorm these? Think of these before we meet up in the morning? You wait. I'm going to get you to rap next. Okay, here we go. Okay, Tiffany.
Take it away, Allyson.
Tiffany always wanted to be a Broadway star.
I'll enjoy this. Thank you.
I stuck until the end. I saved my judgment till the end, something I never do. Turns out, if it doesn't hook you soon, it won't. By the end of the show, I'm mostly confused, and I really can't count all the things that are wrong with the show. Burn so slow, it's going backwards. No real script, fake Russian accent, horrible last episode, predictability, surprisingly mediocre acting, deadpan empty dialogues, and I could go on. But it would only mean wasting more time on this empty shell of a production, which you spent more time on than you should, only having read this review.
Oh.
Was that everything you
Brilliant.
hoped?
I did enjoy that. Some people watching this say we just do it to amuse ourselves, but that's not true here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We are doing the 1-star TV show game. If you have just joined us, we are reading out reviews that people have left online for a TV show that they hated so much they decided to write about it as well. But what is the TV show? Allison's just read out the first review. Here are some clues from that.
Yes.
Fake Russian accent. Horrible last episode. Surprisingly mediocre acting. I don't agree with that. I've seen this show and I don't think anything about it is mediocre. But what is the TV show? Let us know. Make a guess if you would like to. The command to give to your device, as always, is the word say if you're on an Echo show. Or if you aren't, hop onto backchannel.tv. You can get involved that way. It's time for another review left by a different person who also gave it 1 star. Allyson, how would you like me to read this?
Okay, I would like you to read this. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you rap. I care about you.
Thanks,
You're welcome. You're welcome. I would like you to read this as a. Ooh, okay. You're I think I've done something like this, but we're going to take it on a new turn. You're a truck driver named Kevin.
Okay, yeah.
Truck driver named Kevin. You've had way too much coffee today. So you're driving your truck. You've had a lot of coffee. You're pepped up, but you're tired. Let's see if you can accomplish that. Go for it.
I think mine was easier. You're pepped up, but you're tired, and you're. Anyway, okay, here we go.
Kevin.
Kevin driving a truck,
Mhm.
pepped up but also tired.
Mhm.
Truly awful show. Pointless, waste of time. Acting was good, and the scenery was beautiful. Shouldn't have had that coffee. The story and writing were terrible. Nothing made sense. And the ending, which seemed like it would be this big climax, was just weird. And nothing actually happened. The A-list cast made me think there might be something to the show, but I can promise you there is not. This might be the worst show ever created.
And I think that's probably... Oh, I cut you off on the end. You need another coffee. That is the most spectacular reading I think I've ever had out of you yet, Hayley. That was...
Thank you.
That was tremendous. That was tremendous.
And it also hurt my throat a lot, Allyson.
I thought I stitched you up with that one, but she's losing her voice. She won't be able to do any of her shows she's booked for the rest of the week. But that was worth it. That was great. That was great.
What's the TV show? Any clues in that one that you spotted?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never seen this show. So I'm going to assume pointless waste of time. The big climax was just weird and nothing actually happened. Would you say that is true with this show?
I would say that is true, yes. My partner also thought the same, who didn't want to watch it, but I made him because it was my turn to choose. But, yeah,
a cast list, an A-list cast, which...
That is true.
This is the trick, everyone. Sometimes when it's nothing but stars, you got to be like, why did they fill it with a lot of names that'll bring people in? Maybe because the script is a little weak. But I don't know. I don't know in this show. But A-list cast. Yeah.
Yep. So A-list cast. A lot of people sticking with it to the end because they were expecting something big. We also know that here's a big clue, fake Russian accent. What was the TV show, though? The command to give to your device, if you are watching us and can see my head bobbing around, is the word say. Or you can hop on to backchannel.tv, type your answer in that way. Okay, Ali, your turn.
I'm ready.
Another review that got 1 star. And here's your motivation.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. You are a man called Brian.
Okay.
Now, Brian has a dog in the room with him while he's reading this review, who is constantly interrupting.
Okay.
Yeah, and Brian also can't pronounce his R's. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to try. Here we go.
Here we go.
Shh, buddy. Shh. This is the weakest of Leanne Moriarty's novels. Very disappointed in this, that this is one of the green lit for production, when several of the others would have made much more interesting TV. Try what Alice forgot next time. The series follows the same boring. It's hard trying to not read R's everywhere.
Allyson, just read it normally.
That was really hard. I did pretty good, but I was like,
are just tuning in now. They'll be like, what
is she reading? Is Allyson having some sort of an attack? Yeah. I'm sorry, everyone. So my name is Brian. The character I will be playing, his name is Brian. He pronounces his R's with great diction now, but he still has a dog in the room. I've made Hayley very happy. That's all that matters.
Really tickle me. Like, we'll have to stop. You'll need to read it normally. There we go. Just so I can get revenge and no one listening can understand, but let's do it again. Sorry. There you go, Ali. Take it away.
Okay. 1-star movie review. I'm playing a character as I read this. All right. Brian, he has a dog in the room. Shh, buddy. Shh. It's all right. This is the weakest of Leanne Moriarty's novels. Very disappointed that this is the one greenlit for production when several of the others would have made much more interesting TV. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Try what Alice forgot next time. The series follows the same boring characters in the book in a highly unlikely retreat setup, and in the first 3 episodes its plot development is just as tedious as the book. I know, buddy, I'm with you. I didn't like that book. I'm just hoping the screenplay writer tears up the rest of the book and comes up with something halfway believable.
Thank you, Allyson. Great read. So there we go. Loads of clues in that one. It's based on a Leanne Moriarty's novel. So it's based on that book. And we can see here the characters are in a retreat. We've also had clues of a fake Russian accent, and it has an A-list cast. But what is the TV show? The command to give to your device is the word say if you are watching us on the Echo show. Or if you're on an audio-only Echo, hop onto backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. This is a 1-star TV show review today. We've got one more review to read out. How would you like me to read it, Allyson?
Hayley, I would like you to read this. As a morning radio show host, your name is Hayley Ellis, and you're just given a nice plain old read so the audience can hear a negative 1-star review. Enjoy this. It's the last one you're ever going to get.
Here we go. 1-star review. The setup of this show had potential. 9 desperate, I think that was meant to be. They've spelled that incorrectly. It's not me reading it. 9 desperate people thrown together in some weird wellness spa. It set up the intrigue well, but didn't progress from that point on. I felt no empathy towards any of the characters. Their emotional travails was of no interest to me. Special mention needs to go out to Nicole Kidman, who just came across as weird and creepy to me. Physically, she reminded me of a wraith. Is that what it means? What's a wraith?
Or of a wraith? Yeah, I don't know. You keep reading.
Whatever
I'll Google.
You Google. The life-sucking half-bug, half-human aliens featured in Stargate Atlantis. That's what she meant. Allyson.
There we go. Yeah.
It explained it the sentence after. It's good that we read these though before we do the show, isn't it? We're very thorough. Yeah. On the Alien Health Show. In my opinion, the Wraith exhibited more personality than Kidman's character. Ooh!
Wow, lashing out at
Nicole Kidman. I love Nicole Kidman. I think she's a very good actress.
I do too.
So here's your clues. stars an A-list cast, including Nicole Kidman. It's based on a book by Leanne Moriarty. We'll pronounce that correctly. Sorry, Leanne, if you're listening. She's probably busy writing another book. It was set in a wellness retreat, but what is the TV show? Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say. Allyson, if you can just let people know while I reset my device, because it has gone off. That's technology for you.
No problem. So only 8 episodes. Nicole Kidman, Melissa Carthy, Luke Evans, and Michael Shannon, based on a 2018 novel of the same name by Leanne Moriarty and released in August 2021. But what TV show is it? I have not seen it, but I'm not going to lie. These 1-star reviews have not put me off. I kind of want to watch this show now that I've heard that there's aliens involved.
It's not aliens. She's saying Nicole Kidman looks like some character. It's not a very pleasant review, that, to be honest with you. Leave Nicole alone. She is great. Yes, that's. I mean, if you know what the answer is, do let us know. It's a funny one. I watched it, and I sort of enjoyed it, but I see what a lot of them are saying on these reviews. Actually, part of me is like, I can sort of see where you're coming from, but my partner didn't really enjoy it. At the end of it, it's like, is that it? Stayed waiting, because it had at the end of every episode real big teasers, so you're like, oh, we'll watch another one, waiting for this big thing to happen. It doesn't really happen, so I'm sort of with them on that point, but I did enjoy it. Great cast. Listen, I'll tell you what it is. No one seems to want that song again from you, Allyson. I don't know what it is. Why don't you want a song from Allyson June Smith? Do you know she's wrote for some of the greats, haven't you, Allyson?
I can't. Their names aren't coming to my mind right now, but some of the greats I've written for them.
Martin Great, that's who she wrote for.
I did write for Martin Great and his brother Brian Great, and yes.
And Cheese Great. Oh God!
Something for the. That's great. Dad joke.
For the dads.
Dad joke. Yeah.
It is the 1-star TV show review. And today, if you didn't guess it, it's a hard one if you haven't seen it, because you wouldn't know. Of course you wouldn't. You only know it if you do know the answer. It was 9 Perfect Strangers. It is on Amazon. It's an Amazon original. I enjoyed it. Amazing cast. Some great acting, Some great acting in it. But just, when you've watched the first one, you're like, oh, this is going to be good. Something big's going to happen. Why is Nicole Kidman so mysterious? And it's sort of like, oh, I enjoyed it. It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
Partner didn't enjoy it as much. Was quite angry at me for suggesting it as a box set. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. I would. It's about 9 stressed city dwellers. They visit a boutique health and wellness resort that promises healing and transformation. The resort's director is a woman on a mission to reinvigorate their tired minds and bodies. Amazing cast, like unreal cast. So yeah, if you enjoy your acting, then check it out. There we go. That was a 1-star TV show review today. We'll be back tomorrow with another 1-star. Maybe it's a TV show, maybe it's a film. Who knows? Producer Will does. He will decide. But coming up now, it is time for our Agony Auntie section. Myself and Allyson is Alyson's favourite part. We try and solve your problems. We're not trained therapists. Sometimes we can make the problems worse. Listen, if you want genuine advice, maybe go to a therapist instead of asking 2 stand-up comedians for advice. But you've been sending your problems in all week. If you have a problem today you'd like us to answer, maybe we'll answer it today. Maybe we'll do it in another day on the show, like we are these ones. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem. Or you can hop on to backchannel.tv on your phone, type your problem in there, and myself and Allyson will do our very best to try and not ruin your lives. Alyson's really good at these. She's a real kind, caring, compassionate person. I am the opposite.
No, so, your solutions are efficient, though, and you don't get bogged down with the emotions, which is what I like about your suggestions, Hayley. Yeah.
Make me sound like a sociopath. You don't get bogged down by emotions. You feel nothing. Here we go. This first problem is from Jay in New Jersey. Good morning, Jay. I hope you're well. Hope you're listening. He said, all my friends had a big Christmas party without me, and I feel betrayed and let down by them. Only one of them told me about it after the fact. I think they felt guilty. Should I confront them? Allyson.
all of your friends. Hey, Jay. Gosh. Well, I mean,
You've
Jay,
stumped her.
I know. I think this is gonna be on your mind for a little bit.
Mm.
So, I mean, betrayed and let down. Yeah, like, if there's a big gathering and everyone was there, I think you know what? Maybe not speak to I don't know, speak to all of them or the one. Gosh,
I mean,
this is a
it
tricky
could
one.
be, yeah, and it could be simply something maybe obvious, like they forgot. Now, maybe you were working away, or maybe were you, doing? Did you say to them, "Oh, I've already got plans," and that's why they never invited you? Because it does seem strange that a group of friends would actively leave you out if they are your friends. So it does seem strange. Or maybe it could be something similar like that. They said, "Oh, I thought you were going away with your girlfriend that weekend because maybe you mentioned you
Yeah.
were, or I thought you were doing this, or sometimes that happens." So maybe, yeah, I would speak to one of them, just say, "Do you know why I wasn't invited?" Maybe, and sort of see where to go from there. Because it does seem strange if they are your friends that they would purposely exclude you. Sometimes it is a genuine mistake.
Yeah.
I don't think they've actively left you out, Jay.
No,
But it
because
would be good to know the reason.
yeah, I agree. So, Jay, I think you should, again, confront them is very, almost like you are going and looking for a fight. Like, you're like, "What happened?" I think you wanna have a discussion. You just wanna inquire, because, yeah, maybe you put something out there. Maybe they thought you were doing something. Maybe they thought you were out of town. Maybe there was and I mean, look, maybe there was someone. I mean, all the people that are the party, do you get along with them? Is there issues with one? I mean, maybe someone was invited that people were like, "Well, we didn't think you'd wanna be." I mean, I don't know. So, yes, Jay, I think having a conversation with, the friend that you feel the most comfortable speaking to is a good place to start. Confrontation is never a good thing. Confrontation, let's not use that. Should I ask one of them? Should I speak to one of them? Should I Yeah, I think you should, otherwise it's just gonna be on your mind, let's be honest. So, I absolutely do think you should speak to a couple of them that you feel comfortable with, or maybe the person who organized the party. Um, but yeah, I do think you should, Jay, because I think it's time to analyze, are these friends as well? I don't mean to go that harsh, but, like, is there a possibility that, I don't know, some people in that group are friends and maybe some people in that group are acquaintances? As we get older, Jay, sometimes we need to limit the people in our lives, so this might be a good beginning of a journey for you, Jay. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We are talking our agony aunties section this morning. We're trying to solve your problems here. Not trained therapists, so don't expect that much from me. But good morning. Justin has just joined the feed. Hi, Justin. Hope you are well this morning. If you have a problem you'd like us to discuss, then do get in touch. Here we go. Allyson, another problem for you. This is from
Yes.
Lindsay from Rhode Island. Good morning, Lindsay. Lindsay says, "I'm crushing pretty hard on a friend I've known for about 6 months. Anytime he tells me about the people he's been talking to on apps or anything like that, I get really jealous and it puts me in a bad mood. Should I tell him to stop talking to me about his dating life, or is it time for me to tell him about my feelings?" Ooh.
Well, I mean, I think I mean, what Lindsay, okay, this is a friend you've known for about 6 months. You like them. I just want you to realize if you bring up having feelings for them, this might it could possibly be that they back off. Are you okay with that? Is this person, do you feel that it's more important that you express your feelings, or do you feel this person is a friend that you want to keep in your life for a longer period of time? Um, because sometimes when you say I have feelings, it can get a little messy. It can get a little messy. And also, maybe this person is talking to you about these situations because they're trying to get a feel for what you're about. I mean, there is a possibility that your friend likes you as well, and that's why they're talking about these things with you, to be like, "Oh, I tried, going out with this girl. It was all right, but she's this and that." I mean, it is a possibility. Um, I feel more like you have to just figure out what it is that you want more with this person. Do you want a friendship or do you want to take a chance on a romantic thing? Because here's the thing, you've been friends for 6 months. If it goes on for longer and you don't take a chance, odds are you are going to be friends. So, I mean, that's just what I think. Also, if you really like this person, maybe just staying friends with them for a longer period of time is the best thing for you to do as well, because you know what? You've only known them 6 months. Give them another 6. Maybe you'll be like, thank God I never told them I liked them, because now I know all this stuff about them. I'm not really that into them. So I think you need to figure out, Lindsay, what do you want out of this friendship at this point?
I would add to that, Allyson, they're either telling you about the people they're talking to on dating apps, either to make you jealous, to see, like I asked Allyson, how you react, or also because they know that you fancy them and they don't want anything back. So it's one or the other. So yeah, I just think judge it as you see it. That makes no sense. But we're not trained therapists, and it's very early in the morning to offer genuine advice. Hope that solves it, Lindsay.
No, I got one more, Lindsay. I always like it when a person tells me they like me, so I don't like putting myself out there. I hate to say it, and I would rather have someone come to me and be like, "Listen," and feel a little pursued. So I would hold off, Lindsay, and I would just continue going on. If they start to talk about dating, I mean, try to just change the subject, right? I think you need to be the strong one in this situation. Just wanted to add that in as well.
Thank you, Allyson. Justin has got in touch with a problem. It says, how do you cook? That is a big problem for both me and Allyson.
Yeah.
Because we can't. Justin, you're asking the wrong people there. I survived. So basically, when I was pregnant, a friend of mine came round and she had, this is just before I was due to give birth, and she had a big cool bag full of freshly prepared meals for me to put in the freezer. And she said, oh, because when you have the baby, you won't have time to cook anything from fresh. And I was like, I never do anyway.
Even before the baby, I didn't have time to cook it.
I never do anyway. She's like, well, what do you eat? I was like, microwave meals, pizza.
Takeaway.
Yeah. And this is why I'm so pale, Justin. If you're watching us, this is why the colour is drained from my face. You do not want meal tips from us. You've also got in touch, and I don't know if this is a problem. You said, do you have a feeling about Samantha? Is that from the new Sex and the City film? Let us know. Let us know, Justin. But there we go. Another problem, Ali. Here we go. This is from Jenny in Vermont. Hi, Jenny. Good morning. She said, I'm dreading doing my Christmas shopping. My parents are impossible to buy for because they already have anything I do get them, they either hate or just don't use. What should I do? Here you go, Jenny. Quick one. Solve this quickly. Stop visiting them.
Then they'll be grateful. Jenny. When you reappear in their lives, they're going to be like, we don't ever need a gift again. You're our gift.
But my mum does this as well. My mum, she'll just open it up and she won't even say thanks sometimes. She'll just be like, oh, right. You're like, that's not a response. Have you got the receipt? What?
Yeah, it's in the card.
Yeah. What do you think, Allyson?
Parents are impossible to shop for. Yeah. I mean, look, it is tricky. You could go down the memorabilia route. You could give them some sort of a I don't know, like a picture of you guys together. If they and this is just if they're the type of people that have everything, a memory maybe of them. Maybe you find a nice picture of them when they were young as a couple or something and make a nice framed picture. Maybe you you could always do, I mean, everyone appreciates going out at some point. You could always get some sort of an evening out, a dinner certificate or something for them to go do. As producer Will often says, the best gifts, I think, are about creating memories. It is not necessarily about objects. So maybe even look for an activity you all could do together at some point. That might be nice. I know.
Not nice for you.
Not
nice for some Jenny, is it? Oh, why don't you, Jenny, make them something homemade and then see how they like it? No. Let's see how they like it then. A bit of pottery you've painted yourself, Jenny. Let's see how much they enjoy. Listen, if whatever you've bought them before isn't good enough, then give them something that they're not going to ask for anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it is. That's another way you could go, Jenny. You could just
Jenny, if you don't want your
completely abandon Karen and be like, I don't know. I often, this is so ridiculous, Jenny, but sometimes I just go to Amazon and I just put gifts for him. And I just look at all the gifts for her, gifts for mom. I just get ideas because sometimes there are ideas that pop up and you're like, oh, that's a great. Also, do a Google search. What do you get someone who has everything? Again, I know they're going to be like, it's about memories, make memories. But I would expand my horizon in that regard. I would ask them. I would have a chat with them. Just go, I've got these friends. They're the type of people, they have everything. I don't know what to get someone who has everything, and directly speak to them, lying about who you're trying to shop for, and see if they have any ideas of what they think would be a good gift idea, and get it for them.
Thank you, Allyson. June Smith there. We're talking your problems here. If you've just joined us on the Hayley and Allyson show, we are here till 8 a.m. Good morning, Justin. I can see you are still with us there. And we are chatting your problems. So if you have a problem you'd like us to solve, get in touch. The command to give to your device, if you are watching and can see the fact that I need to go on a sunbed, is the word say. Followed by whatever you would like to tell us, like Justin has. He said, good morning. We hope you are well. Also, if you are listening on an audio-only echo, you can hop onto backchannel.tv and get involved with the chat that way. But it's now time for Producer Will to appear as if by magic in the middle.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Have I got a problem for you? I have. It's from Corey from California.
Corey in California.
Corey
CC, Corey, California.
Californian Corey said, I work for a small tech company and my manager keeps assuming I'll work weekends because I've done the odd one or two without kicking up a fuss. Now they assume I'll do it every weekend. What's the best way to reiterate that while I'm happy to work a weekend every now and then, I don't want to become the norm?
Okay. You could just say that. I would just say to your employer, hey, I don't mind. You could even say, I've started doing something on the weekends. I'm taking a class. I'm volunteering. My time that I used to have during that time has changed a little bit. My schedule isn't as flexible as it used to be over the weekends due to some personal changes in my life. That's a nice, you don't even have to get into details that way. I would politely just phrase it. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that, because let's be honest. Unless they're going to pay you more,
so this is what I was going to come on to, and I think this is what Hayley would say, which is start demanding more money. Start being like, okay, well, if I'm gonna work this weekend, then we need to talk about my contract. We need to talk about like weekend rates, like overtime, whatever it is. Start demanding more cash, or just tell them, be like, oh, I can't do that this week. Like we have to fit this in between my Monday to Friday hours because that's not going to work. Or if you want me to do that on Saturday, I'm taking Monday off.
That's the other thing I was going to say. Yeah, you start going trade days so they understand you're not going to work all the time and be like, hey, no problem taking this weekend. However, I do still need, some time so can I take Monday and Tuesday? So they begin to understand that, you're still just only working that many days a week. If you want me to do stuff on the weekend, if you're up for it, that's the other thing too. Don't put out things that you don't want people to take you up on.
Yeah,
that's something
don't make fake promises.
Yeah, don't make fake promises. Don't just do it because you're being a nice person. Because otherwise, we're in this situation, right? Because you were like willing to do this time for them. Now they're in this situation. So I want you to realize what you're doing is establishing boundaries, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that is a big lesson that all of us need to learn in regards to personal work, etc. And I think most employers, more than anything, should understand that. And worst case scenario, if you have to, you throw in the old words mental health, and they will back right off. Yeah,
I definitely think you've done the right thing by like being flexible and being available. Like if you're a small team, you've done the right thing by like not kicking up a fuss about working the odd weekend, but you don't need to let them, walk all over you. Hayley Ellis, have you ever had to work on the weekends?
She's got something in her mouth. Jeez.
Did you have to work weekends at the bakery? by any chance?
Or...
Bakery.
No, I see what you're saying. No, I used to work weekends at a job when I was in Manchester. And sometimes I'd be very, very hungover going in. And then they did ask me to come back.
Yeah, that's a good way.
I got given my papers and told to leave the job. There you go.
Funny how things work out.
It is. Thanks to producer Will.
Thank you.
So you are listening to the Hayley and Allyson show here this morning, live on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch and interact with your hosts via your device. If you're watching us on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Within reason, it's a breakfast show. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, hop on to backchannel.tv. You can get involved with the chat that way. But coming up in the next hour of the show, Allyson, do the jingle. Dun. Coming up, we are going to be playing a game of competitive true or false that you can get involved with. A dead easy game, but myself and Allyson take it far too seriously, even though there is no prize. Also, we're going to be talking about the weirdest Christmas gifts you have ever received and reading out some of your stories, which are really fun. So stick around for that. We're going to be talking about the weird Christmas gifts, sure to please your favourite friends. And behind our advent calendar door today is a celebrity. But who is it? Who is it? You are going to guess. That's getting very loud, Allyson. Sort of like a bee in my head now. Yep. Allyson. You can end
it. No, I guess I got to bring it in at the end. I got to bring it in. Yeah. Thank you, though, Hayley.
There we go. Thanks, Allyson. We're nothing but professional on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning. But it is now time for True or False, a game we would love you to get involved with. If you think you know the answer, then help us out here. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false. Or if you know a fact about it, let us know. Or hop on to backchannel.tv on your phone. If you're listening on an audio-only Echo, you can type the answers in there. It's dead easy. This week, myself and Allyson are tying. It is Wednesday, so one of us needs to win today, Allyson.
I know. One of us has to do this. Otherwise, God, this is... I mean, I'm impressed, though, that we're tying. I mean, good for us. We're getting good true and false skills.
Yes.
Great true and false skills.
Would you like to go first or second?
Trying to think, did I go first yesterday or did I go second? I feel like I went first. I think I went first.
Okay, you're getting higher as you're saying it. Let's go. I'll go first then, Ali.
Okay, sounds great.
Here we go. Get involved. Help me out because I am very, very competitive.
Okay, here we go. Hayley, true or false?
True or
Horses,
false?
True or false? Horses never lift all 4 feet off the ground at once. Is that true? Or is that false? Horses never lift all 4 feet off the ground at once. True or false?
Ooh, let's have a look. True or false? I think that's true because they sort of...
Yeah.
I'm just acting it out. Take it far too seriously. Got to act out me walking like a horse. I'm going to say that's true.
Okay. Horses never lift
but
all 4
hang
feet
on.
off the ground.
But hang on. Hang on. They jump, don't they? So when they jump, the feet are off the ground. So does that include jumps?
I'm not sure.
Will, can you confirm? I don't want to give a final answer. Does it include jumping?
When I've planned these questions,
we get very serious.
I want to clarify that I don't write these questions. When I plan this segment, I never expect you to go into this much detail. No, it doesn't include jumping because I think it's assumed that when you're jumping, all of your
all feet are off the ground. Okay,
well,
yeah.
I just need to clarify, Will, because
that's fine, Hayley. I know you get very competitive.
This is Wednesday. This is the tiebreaker, Will. She is very competitive. Yeah.
Here we go. Someone has got in touch. We're not sure of your name. They've said that is false. Oh, we've said no. So I presume you mean that is false. Or no, you're like, just move on. Next question. Okay, then I'm going to go with whoever's got in touch. They've said that's false. I think, all right, then I'm going to go false. I don't know. I'm going to trust whoever's got in touch. So if you are wrong, whoever's got in touch, then on your head be it.
So is false your final answer?
False, yeah, go
and
quick.
That is why we should always rely on the kindness of strangers, because our unknown user is correct. That is false. Yes, at a fast trot or run, horses can lift all 4 feet off the ground. A photographer named Edward Muybridge documented this in 1872. So,
What was his name again, Allyson? Sorry.
oh, you jerk.
I'm just joking.
Edward Muybridge.
Oh, apologies for our pronunciation.
I'm
of
sorry,
my name.
Edward.
Get in touch, Edward. Let us know. Thank you, whoever got in touch there and said that was false. You have scored me a point. Thank you.
The unknown user. No, we are very grateful. Thank you very much for getting involved. And it's that easy. It's that easy, everyone. You see, the unknown user helped Hayley jump on in and let us know. Definitely helped me because here we go. All right, here we go. Hayley, I am ready.
Here we go. True or false? Bees, that is BEES, bees have 6 wings. But is that true? Or is it false? If you would like to make a guess, the command to give to your device if you are watching us on the live feed is the word say, or hop on to backchannel.tv and type your answer in that way. So, true or false? Bees have 6 wings.
6 wings. Well, I mean, my initial instinct is no, but bees are pretty heavy. Right? Bees got a lot of weight on them. And we only see that, but maybe there's 3 layers on each wing. I'm gonna say if anyone out there is a bee expert, a bee a bee
If you
charmer,
are Beyonce, then and you know the answer.
because Beyonce does keep bees.
She does.
Do
We
let me
learned that
know.
from a game.
Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna go with true at this moment. I feel like it could be, yeah, because I think bees have a lot of weight on them. They've got tiny little wings, so they must have.
Stop fat shaming bees, Allyson.
I'm not fat shaming them. I didn't say there's anything wrong with that. I just said,
Okay.
They're not as lightweight as wasps. That's all I'm saying. All right. Yes, I'm saying that is true. I think bees do have 6 wings. True.
Well, I can tell you, Allyson, it is false. They only have 4.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, Allyson, for making a guess, but you get 0 points. Producer, and I love it. That's what I'm here for.
No,
Producer Will has let us know that it's a nature animal theme today on Jay's True or False because he was watching David Attenborough. So let's hope he's not watching any horrific crime documentaries for tomorrow's True or False tonight. So we are playing competitive True or False. If you'd like to get involved, help us, as someone has helped me already get 1 point. Do so. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by true or false, or whatever fact you have about the question. Or hop onto backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved that way. Allyson, you got a question for me?
I do. True or false, Hayley? I like this. The collective nouns for cobras is a quiver. The collective noun, so a group of cobras, is called a quiver. Is that true or is it false?
If you know at home, get in touch now before I give my answer. I mean, it could be. These sort of groups of names are always a bit odd, aren't they? I thought a cobra would have been Cobra, as in Cobra Kai. I don't know. I'm going delirious. It's nearly Christmas. I've had no sleep in 2 years. I've got a young child. Is it a quiver? I think it could be. Let us know what you think. Is the collective noun for cobras a quiver? Help me out, people. I need to win today. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, or hop onto backchannel.tv on your phone, type your answer in that way. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds to help
10 more
me
seconds.
out.
I see our friend Doug has joined us. Hello, Doug. You join us quite often. We're very grateful. We're playing true or false. Doug, do you know anything about cobras? Hayley's trying to figure out.
I did watch all of Cobra Kai, but that hasn't helped me out with this. And it's so bad it's good, that show. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that's true. The collective noun for cobras is a quiver. That's true.
Well,
it's true. Is it true?
You even wait. You're just like, just tell me. Just tell me. What is it?
Tell me.
Yes, Hayley, it is true. The collective nouns for cobras is quiver. When there is a group of
Yes.
when you see a group of cobras, just make sure you correctly call them a quiver before you run. Okay, so they are called a quiver, and then run from that group of cobras. Don't stay.
Could you stop talking and put a point down for me, please, Allyson?
Yes,
'Cause
I'm
I'm kind
putting
of
a point
distracted.
down for you. It's
It is.
2-0 for Haley. There you go.
Thank
I've said it
you.
out loud.
We are playing competitive true or false here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Get involved, help us out. It's only competitive because I make it so. I don't know why, because we don't win a prize. But today, Allyson, I think the person who wins at the end of this week should pay the other one a month's rent. Okay. Who's in the lead again? I think it's me. That's right. Okay. Deal. Let's go.
All right.
True or false? Get involved with the show, but not Allyson. Just help me. Here we go. True or false, Allyson June Smith? Indian elephants are larger than African elephants.
Well,
I know
you
the
know
answer
what?
to this one.
I'm going to use some very bizarre logic. Here's what I'm going to think.
Okay.
I feel like you're going to laugh at me, but here we go. I feel like the African environment, there's a lot more room. I feel like India is very crowded. I feel therefore the elephants are probably smaller. I feel everything is smaller because there is less space. So I'm going to say I feel that African elephants are larger. So is that true or false? What am I saying here? I've talked myself so much through that. I don't know whether the actual answer is true.
Your ridiculous logic has
I
wiped out
know.
a true or false. So, Indian elephants are larger than African elephants. True or false, Allyson?
False.
Let's have your answer,
That is a
please.
false statement. I believe African elephants are larger. False. That is my final answer. Boom.
I can actually say, and it's not down to your logic, Allyson, but you are correct. African elephants are slightly larger and heavier than Indian elephants. They can also be distinguished by the bumps in the trunk. There's 2 bumps in the trunk for an African and 1 for an Indian elephant. There you go.
Well, there we go. I love
True
that.
fact. Here on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning, we are playing competitive true or false. Allyson, would you like to give me a question?
Yes, I would. Haley Ellis, could you please tell me, do you believe that the ocelot is a kind of cat? The ocelot is a kind of cat. Is that true or is that false? Ocelot, just is spelled Ocelot.
I don't know what that is. If anyone's listening and you have an ocelot and you know it's a kind of cat, do get in touch.
If you are stroking your ocelot right now, could you get in touch with Haley and let her know it is a cat?
I hope it is. Now you've said that. The command to give to your device is the word say if you are watching us on an Echo show, or you can hop on to backchannel.tv if you are listening on an audio-only Echo. The ocelot is a kind of cat. It sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, doesn't it? The ocelot. Okay, true. Just because it's weird, true.
Okay, you're going to go true. I like that.
Yeah.
I should go down to the actual answers. I just kept looking at the question.
You should.
And Haley, you are absolutely correct. Yet again, she's on fire. This girl
is on
true.
fire. Yes.
The ocelot, the leopard.
Oh, there's a picture.
There's a picture. Oh, what a beautiful kitten. Hi, baby.
It looks like it's about to jump on some prey, and you're like, that is a beautiful cat.
Well, look at how gorgeous it is. So the ocelot is a leopard-like cat with striped and spotted fur, stripes and spot, found in tropical America and the extreme southwestern United States. So our friends in the States, the ocelot is it's your leopard-like cat. Oh,
there we go. Thank you, Allyson. Please put a point down, and this is the decider for today.
Oh my God!
So
killing, Haley, you're killing today.
Killing. Oh, good. Need to win. A baby giraffe is about 4 feet tall when it's born, but is that true or is it false? A baby giraffe is about 4 feet tall when it's born. Is it true or is it false? Allyson June Smith, I need your final answer, please.
I'm going to say false. I feel it's taller than 4 feet when it's born. I'm going to say false. I believe it is taller when it's born. False.
Are you sure that's the answer you want to go with?
Yeah, I'm going with false, Haley.
I think you should maybe listen to your gut and change it.
You're winning anyway. So either way,
Okay.
I'm.
Have I won?
Yeah.
Have I won even if you get this right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm.
then you're completely correct. Then a baby giraffe.
Can everyone please pay attention to what just happened there? I really want you to see how she baited me. Look at how she baited me. And then when I told her she won anyway, she's like, "Oh, I'll try less then." All right, you're right. Look at that, you trickster. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, yeah.
You are
Read the
completely correct.
actual answer. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So a baby giraffe is actually about 6 feet tall when it's born.
Yeah.
Because that's a big drop, isn't it, from the mum? Because they're tall anyway. But there you
Well,
go.
exactly. And I've actually seen baby giraffes. I've actually seen a baby giraffe being born, which is why I knew that.
What?
Yeah.
How?
In the Calgary Zoo, because I'm from
Here she
Calgary,
goes.
Alberta, Canada. Calgary Zoo is one of the greatest zoos in the world. They work very hard. They have a huge bit of land. Every animal lives in an environment that has been created based completely on their habitat. Anyway, so I've actually watched a baby giraffe being born, and it came out. And I was trying to think. I'm 5'3". I was imagining the giraffe. I was like, no, taller than 4. So yeah, that was my
But
logic.
also, I mean, I'd hate to be in labour and just see Allyson June Smith there taking a picture with a camera.
How tall's
Imagine.
your baby? How
Yeah,
tall's
how
your
tall?
baby?
I need to know for a future question. That was true or false. I won that. Thank you, please. We are back tomorrow with another game of true or false. We're here till 8 a.m. If you would like to get involved with the show this morning, we love to hear from you. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, hop on to backchannel.tv. You can get involved with the chat that way, as several of you have this morning. We always appreciate your input. But now, Allyson, Christmas is looming. Have you heard?
I've heard Christmas is in the air. Yeah.
Christmas is in the air. And we asked you on another show for your weirdest, most embarrassing gifts that you have been given at Christmas. And you got in touch and told us. If you didn't and want to tell us now, then do. So here's some for you. Great stuff. Susie got in touch. Hi, Susie. And she said, my grandma gave my sister our grandpa's false teeth the year he passed away. I mean, I understand passing stuff down when a loved one's gone, like jewelry. They're like, oh, this will remind you of your grandpa, like it's his old watch. But his teeth? What? I mean, Susie, do you wear them now? Are they your new teeth? Let us know. You probably can't speak to your device because you're wearing false teeth, but do get in touch, Susie. Yeah, well, I mean,
that's quite a gift.
It's quite the gift. It is. Imagine unwrapping a pair of Nashers on Christmas Day.
Although, to be fair, have you heard about the people who are now, and Hayley, maybe this is a great thing for you. Maybe this is what I'll do. If you collect your baby's teeth, and women are making necklaces with their baby's teeth.
No.
So maybe you could do that for your grandparents, right? You're like, I just made a beautiful.
If I want to be left out of their will, then I'll give them a toothed necklace from my child. No, I always find that weird. Although I see why people collect them, because you don't want to throw anything out that's come from your child, but not making them into jewelry. Bizarre. Yeah. But there you go. Last Christmas, I got my granddad's teeth, and the very next day, I ate a steak.
I finally could eat.
Yay! Can I tell you though? One day I was walking the dog. This is quite some couple of years ago. I was walking my dog, and I was in a park in Manchester, and on a park bench there was a set of dentures, and I thought, so someone's obviously sat down on the bench and they've had a sandwich or something, and then they've took the teeth out and just left them. It was it's like someone had spontaneously combusted and the teeth were just left on a bench. Really, really odd. But there you go. Good morning. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We're talking weird Christmas gifts this morning. You got in touch and you told us what the weirdest gifts you received. Allyson, have you read any good ones?
Yeah, this is a good one from Victoria. Victoria, thank you for sending this in. A framed picture of a dog. Oh, not a dog I knew, just a random dog. Appreciate that. That is just a random. Was it art? Is it supposed to be art? Was the picture of the dog art?
Or was it like it just came with the frame?
And
do you know they bought you a nice frame and there was already a picture of a dog in there? Let us know, Victoria.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but yeah, framed picture of a dog. Well, at least it wasn't a framed picture of your grandpa's false teeth, right? There we go. That's
Yeah, and you got a frame out of it, Victoria, at the end
You
of the day.
did.
But who
You
was it from?
did,
If it was from
Victoria.
a partner, I would be livid.
Yeah, I think you said you
Anyway.
liked dogs once. I think you
Yeah.
said you liked dogs once, so I got you a picture of a dog.
You never specified, so I got you a random breed.
You said you wanted a dog. You said you wanted one. Yeah, that's.
Do you know what? So growing up, I wasn't allowed pets, Allyson, because my sister was allergic to me being happy. Little joke. But one of the first jokes I wrote that, by the way. But
that's a great little joke. That's a great joke.
Thanks. But every year, I really wanted a dog every year, and I'd always ask my mum for a dog, even though I knew we couldn't have one. And every year, she would get me a toy dog, and it's like rubbing it in. It's like, no. Like, she'd literally get me like a cuddly toy dog every year. Like, no, this isn't what I want, and you know it's not. It's like really annoying. Anyway, Rufus got in touch. Good morning, Rufus. He said, and this sounds like a great present, actually, Rufus. I don't know what you're moaning about. He said, I received a Murder, She Wrote jigsaw, but he was 10 at the time.
Okay.
I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, was it, what the Murder, She Wrote, was it a crime scene, or was it her typewriter you had to put together, Rupert? Rufus,
that song is in my head. Do you know what, though, Rufus? Keep that. I bet you that'll be worth something one day. I bet you that'll be a collector's item.
She's wearing her granddad's false teeth this morning.
Yeah, they fall out. He had a very tiny mouth. So yeah, I mean, although Murder, She Wrote jigsaw 10, I bet you were really motivated to get to Jessica Fletcher's finished face, where she's like, I solved a crime. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rufus. That's awful.
I'd love that. Honestly, I'm here for the Murder, She Wrote jigsaw. James got in touch. He had a slightly rough deal. He got 1 fork, 1 knife, and 1 spoon. It sounds like an Alanis Morissette song. What you need is a knife. That's what you needed. But yeah, I mean, that's just is that your parents having a jibe that you're forever single, James?
Was it camping stuff? Was it camping? Maybe they gave you a camping set. Here's your, because those things do exist. A travel set. I don't think.
Or maybe, Allyson, they didn't like his other half at the time. They're like, no, this is just for you, James. 1 fork, 1 knife, and 1 spoon.
You get rid of her, and we'll give you the plates and the dishes as well. But you got to get rid of her. Yeah.
I'll give you the full set if you get rid of the other half. Ali, have you got any more that you've seen?
Yes, Sam. Thank you, Sam, for writing us in. Got scissors in his present one year. They told me they didn't mean to wrap them, and they were looking for them. Yes, that's what I love.
Brilliant. That's a good one.
That's fantastic.
What I did, Ali, so I went to see a friend of mine in a show, and I had a little present just to say thank you for getting us tickets. And during the show, I was eating a little bag of chocolate mini eggs, and I put them in the bag. And when I went backstage during the interval, I give my friend the bag of presents, but I left a half-eaten bag of chocolate in there that was mine, and they thought that I'd give them that as a present. They're like, you ate my present. So that I feel their pain there wrapping the scissors. But there you go. How old were you when you got scissors, Sam? I hope you were golden age, because that would be weird. Final one we got, Megan. By the way, if you would like to tell us something unusual that you got for Christmas, or just something bad that you didn't want, get in touch. If you're watching us on your Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say, or hop onto backchannel.tv. If you're listening on an audio-only Echo, you can type your problem in there. Here we go. Last one. Megan got in touch and she said in 2020, she got a calendar. What's wrong with that, Allyson? It was for the year 2019.
Right. So totally ineffective. February is the wrong amount of dates. Everything is wrong. That is, Megan, I'm sorry. They didn't even try on that one, did they? They're like, hey, what do I got? Calendar Megan gave me last year. I'll give it back to her.
You like a re-gift though, don't you? Speaking of re-gifts, Allyson.
Do love a regift. I'm a big fan of a regift. I've always believed in regifting. I don't think there's anything wrong, because you know what? Sometimes you get a gift and maybe it is not the right home for that gift, and you know the right person, the right home for that gift. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm a big fan. In fact, I got a box Okay, I keep a box of things that I get, gifts I get, little trinkets I have, and yeah, that way I'm always ready. If there's a last minute birthday or something, I'll be like, boom, here's that Ted Baker nail polish set that I'm not going to use, but this person could use it. Or I do. I keep gifts and I re-gift if I feel it is. Yeah, I do.
So, any presents you have got Allyson and June Smith in the past may be regifted to someone else. It's always
They
good to know they've got a
could
home,
be in the
Allyson.
box, or a gift you got for me could have been
Yeah, because I
re-gifted.
remember I got you Ted Baker nail varnish. Good to learn that live on air that got regifted.
Are you the one who got me that? That's a shame. Don't open your Christmas present for me yet. Don't open your Christmas present for me.
We are talking Christmas presents here at the Hayley and Allyson show. If you've had a weird present and you'd like to let us know what it was, don't worry, we won't tell the person who gave you it.
But
unless
please
they're
do.
listening.
Let
to the
us
show.
know. Let us know. I do want to know. I love hearing bad gifts. It's always fun. Not bad gifts, gifts that were not correct for you.
That's a good way of putting it. And they're in a box to be regifted like AJ Smith. There was an article on the Huffington Post this week about weird Christmas gifts. So to surprise that person who's a bit quirky in your life, they've listed 45 weird gifts. And they are weird because one of them is musical toilet paper rolls. So basically, it comes in a musical box. You open the lid and the toilet papers, where the circle of card is in the middle, the toilet paper looks like it's singing to you, and they sing songs.
Wow.
The person who got in touch earlier saying their parents are never happy with what to get them some toilet paper singing rolls. Let's see how happy they are with that.
I was like, get these, or you could get this one. The one down next to it is bacon scented wrapping paper, everyone. So it's got bacon on it, but the wrapping paper also smells like bacon. So there's a pretty fun gift for somebody. Oh, I like this one too. Hayley, did you see the toilet snake? There is a snake designed for the toilet, so when you lift up the lid, it jumps up and scares someone.
Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Justin's just got in touch. He said that, you've got a problem from earlier. So we were doing our agony aunties section earlier, and Justin said he has a problem. He broke up with Samantha, but then he's just I broke up with Sarah. So, I mean, which one was it, Justin? Or was it both? That is a problem, isn't it?
Justin, you're breaking up with people left, right, and center.
Are you breaking up with us now, Justin? Are you going to say I broke up with Hayley? I broke up with Allyson?
Are you getting us ready? Are you preparing us for what's about to happen?
But
Justin, people break up if you know it's time for you to move on. This, and I bet you did Sarah and Samantha a favor because now they're going to go find someone that, is better suited to them. Don't be afraid, people. If the relationship isn't right, but gently let them down. All right.
Yeah, I hope this isn't how you're telling her, Justin. I hope you say, hey, tune into the Hayley and Allyson show, Samantha. At precisely this time when we're like, Justin's broke up. You're like, what?
Samantha and Sarah just found out about each other as well. That's a rough breakup. That's a lot to take in.
But you can make them okay, though.
You can make them feel better by sending them a gift wrapped in paper with your picture on it, which is the next gift. You can get wrapping paper with like a specialty with pictures specialized, so you can get personalized wrapping paper. So you could be like, hey, here's
what you're missing out on this Christmas. We're talking weird Christmas gifts that are available for sale at the moment. This is an article on the Huffington Post, and one of them is a cheese carving of a cell phone. So it's genuine cheese, but shaped like a phone. Because of course that's what you want for Christmas. I would be livid if my partner got me a cheese phone, although I would still eat it.
I would eat it too. I was just about to say what kind of cheese. If it's a good cheese, I mean, weird gift, but I will enjoy the cheese. You can't go wrong with the cheese. Yeah.
Some of these presents I am skipping because they are not suitable for breakfast radio. Just looking at them now, should have looked at it before. There's a toothbrush that gets all the teeth at once. So it's basically just like a gum shield you stick in your mouth to clean your teeth with. I mean, that's lazy, isn't it? It is very lazy, that. You can get, there's a mask you can put over you that covers the entirety of your face. That's called a sniff relief mask. So if you're congested, you can pop this on your face and apparently it helps relieve your sinuses. That sounds like, do you know what? Now I'm of an age, I'm like, that sounds like a great Christmas gift.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that and I was like, there are mornings where it does take me a while to feel. It's like, my father, he has a lot of congestion issues. Maybe this is the answer. Maybe this is his Christmas gift. Here, Dad, so you can breathe finally.
There's
What else?
nothing worse is that like laying next to a snorer or a sniffer or like, do you know what? When I've got a cold, my partner has not got any patience for me. It's like, can you stop? It's like, oh, sorry, I cannot literally
You want me to stop
breathe.
breathing? No problem. This I saw here. I like this one. A flamingo drinks holding table. So it literally is like the flamingo is a table, but then it's like hollowed out so you can put ice in it and stick drinks in it. I really like that flamingo beverage tub. I enjoy that. That is fun.
I mean, these are all stuff that we'd like for ourselves. I mean, I genuinely do want a new pillow for Christmas. I'm of that age now where I just want a pillow to support my neck. And I'm like, I'll put that on my Christmas list. I used to have fun things on there, Allyson. I used to be like jewelry, technology, but now I'm like, oh, just a mirror, just a pillow to support my weak neck. But yeah, there's lots of stuff going on this. You can dress up as a sexy snowflake because as if women aren't objectified as enough, now you can objectify us as a snowflake as well.
Yeah,
You can
glasses for in the shower. You can have glasses for showering, apparently. What? I mean, I guess you could really do that anyway, but these are specifically designed for that. I saw this. Did you see this one? I actually started to look into purchasing this. A portable pillow with a mobile phone holder. So you know that you can hold a mobile phone, just hang it on your neck. So I was like, that is actually a pretty good gift.
But also, we need to stop looking at our phones as much. But you're just going to wear a cushion with a phone just there right in front of you, like it's a carrot being dangled in front of a reindeer.
100%. I absolutely,
I
love
know
it.
what I'm getting Allyson for Christmas.
Hey.
Yeah, we're talking weird Christmas presents here on the Hayley and Allyson show. If someone has bought you a weird Christmas present, or maybe you've broke up with your partner, Justin, and you've already bought them one and want to re-gift it to myself or Allyson, then get in touch. We'll pass on our addresses. The command to give to your advice, a device even, is the word say. If you're watching us on an Echo show, or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, head to backchannel.tv. You can get involved with the show that away. But now it is time to find out which celebrity is behind our advent calendar door today. They're not actually here. We can't afford them. Each day on the Backchannel Hayley and Allyson show of December, we have been having a virtual celebrity behind our door. When we reveal the celebrity, we ask you to take the first initial of their name. And at the end of the Christmas period, all those initials will spell out something else. It's just a little fun extra game to play on top of a game here on the Hayley and Allyson show. I've had lots of celebrities so far this week. So if you have been listening, just to recap, we've had Rihanna, so that's the letter R. We've had Adam Levine, which is a letter A. Luke Evans, L. Dan Levy, which is D. Nicki Minaj, and today's celebrity, which I almost read out there.
I'm glad you didn't. I know. I was like, no. Good job. All right.
Take all those initials, and today you'll be getting a new initial. So, Allyson, what are the clues for today?
Okay, so our mystery celebrity behind door number 5 was born on April 29th, 1970 in Boston, Massachusetts, to a professor and a high fashion model mother. Ooh, didn't know that about them. Not many people know that her father, Robert, not only specializes in Indo-Tibetan Buddhist studies, but he also is the first Westerner ever to become a Tibetan Buddhist monk. As a result, when she was younger, the Dalai Lama often used to visit their family home in India. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Imagine the Dalai Lama popping around for a cup of tea and just giving you some wisdom. The tea is what you make it, not how you drink it. I mean, that's not what he says. They're
like
a lot
that,
deeper
though.
than
I
that.
do like that. Yeah.
If you know who this celebrity is, just by the clues we've already given you, the command to give to your device, if you're watching on an Echo show, is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, hop onto backchannel.tv, type your guess in there. Who is the celebrity? Her dad was a professor and her mum was a high fashion model. Unreal. And her dad basically studied Indo-Tibetan Buddhist studies, and the Dalai Lama used to visit. I mean, this is a celebrity already. They're not even adult yet, and the Dalai Lama's visiting their house.
Just kicking it at their home.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
We used to have debt collectors visiting ours. But there you go.
They had different sort of wisdom they were imparting on us.
Wisdom
Pay your bill.
That we had to pay. We're guessing the celebrity this morning who's behind our advent calendar door. If you would like to make a guess, then do so. We've given you the ways to do, but let us know. So, clue number 3. She was inducted, we know it's a she now, she was inducted with the honour of a Knight in the Order of Arts and Letters by the government of France in 2006. Basically, that's like an OBE in the UK. The Order of Arts and Letters sounds like a Harry Potter class. Yes, next, Harry, you'll be going to the Order of Arts and Letters, followed by your class in the Dark Arts. But what or who is the celebrity we're talking about? She was inducted with the honour of a Knight in the Order of the Arts and Letters by the government of France in 2006. But who is the celebrity? If you would like to make a guess, the command to give to your device is the word say if you're listening on an Echo show. Or if you're on an audio-only Echo, head to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. It's dead easy. You don't need to sign up or anything. Just put your answer in. It's as easy as that. Because Backchannel, people, if you didn't already know, is the only place to interact with your host live via your device. One more clue. Her 2012 born daughter has 6 names.
Oh, wow.
Her daughter has 6 names. Rosalind, Arusha, Arkadina, Altalune. Sorry, there was that many A's. I think she's just going through the A alphabet, isn't she?
She really is. But then
Florence,
she jumps right to F.
Then she's
Florence.
like, can't think of any with B. Florence, then she has got B. Busan, and a nickname as well, which is Luna. This is because she wouldn't get to have any more children, so she gave every name that she liked to Luna. That's quite cute, isn't it?
That is cute. That is cute. These are the names she likes. Arcadian.
It is really, I think that's a really lovely thing. She's like, oh, I'm not going to have any more kids, so this is every name I like. But also pretty hard for them when they're doing an exam and they have to write down their full name.
Yeah, give us your full name. What's on your birth certificate? Every time I'd be like, ugh, all right, here we go.
Can you just call me Luna for short?
Do you have a half hour? You're going to need to sit down. You're definitely going to want to ask spelling. It's going to be hard for that child just to learn how to spell their name. That is... Yeah. But a lovely gesture. So she was born to a first Westerner. Her dad was the first Westerner to become a Tibetan Buddhist monk. Her mother was a high fashion model, born in Boston, Massachusetts, 1970.
Where, Allyson? Where was she born?
Massachusetts. Don't make me say it right now. My mother says Mexico. Anyway, Massachusetts. I can't say it right now. Massachusetts. I'm just going to skip on.
Yep, let's skip on.
Yeah. She was inducted with the honor of a Knight in the Order of the Arts and Letters, which is like an OBE in the UK. Her daughter has 6 names because she wanted to give it to all of them. Okay. Give that name because she wanted to, if she wasn't going to have any more kids, and those are all the names she loved. These are very interesting clues. Okay. In 2008, she began to seek citizenship in the country of Sweden. With assistance from the Swedish Minister for Justice, she is hoping to move there based on her Swedish ancestry. Is there anything this woman can't do or isn't entitled to? This is crazy. Back in her modeling days, so she also was a model like her mom. She made the pages of Glamour magazine and also the December 1985 and May 1986 covers of British Vogue.
But who is the celebrity? If you can guess it from these questions, do so. The command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching us on an Echo show, or hop onto backchannel.tv if you're on an audio-only Echo. Will you be the first to get it right? If you make a guess, you could be in with a chance of winning a personalised song from Allyson June Sniff. You get to give her 3 words and she has to make a song out of them. Maybe 4 words today if she annoys me. And if you don't guess, I'll give her them. So here we go. Is that all right, Ali? Late. You can't argue.
I know.
We're live on Backchannel. You cannot backchat on Backchannel. So here we go. More clues, Hayley and Allyson. Yes, more clues.
We've got them.
In what she calls one of the worst decisions ever made, she turned down the role of Eowyn, is it? In Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy. Eowyn. Eowyn. Whatever that character was, this person turned down the role of them, and they say it's one of the worst decisions they ever made. But who is it? Who is it? Allyson, any more clues?
There's a Fall Out Boy song named after her. Hey, Fall Out Boy actually wrote a song named after her. She infamously embodied Poison Ivy in Batman and Robin in 1997, a movie regarded as one of the worst films of all time.
What an accolade. Did you know what films I've been in? One of the worst of all time.
One of the worst of all time.
But she is a great actress, by the way. Don't let that put you off. She
Yeah,
is a brilliant actress.
She's a great actress. She's a great actress. And her breakthrough role came from a 1940s Pulp Fiction as Mia Wallace, which won her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. I mean, if that doesn't give it to you, I don't know what else will.
Allyson, I hate to pull you up on this, but you said 1940s film. She's not that old. It was
she looks amazing. I'm sorry, 1994.
She looks unreal for her age, considering she broke through in 1940. No, she was in the 1994 film Pulp Fiction as Mia Wallace. But who is it?
There was not a 1940s version of Pulp Fiction. Everyone, just so you know, that is false information.
Imagine that. Dun, dun, dun. Will you go to the diner with me, please? We need to rob it. No.
What's a diner? That would be. What's a diner in 1940s? All right.
1940s film of Pulp Fiction. Listen, do you know who it is? Come on. She's been in Pulp Fiction. Fall Out Boy named a star after her. She is she was a model. Who is it? Who is it? The command to give to your device is the word say. Your final chance to get your guesses in. Or hop on to backchannel.tv if you're on your phone. And in the next 10 seconds, we will be announcing if anyone's got it correct even. And if you haven't, Alyson's going to sing a song anyway, because I like to ruin a day.
I was excited. I'm almost in the last 15 minutes of the show, and I'm like, she's not going to make me sing today. This is great. Nope. She saves it right till the end.
Oh, I will. Also, this actress, just a few more clues. Kill Bill. I mean, if you don't get it from that, Kill Bill. 1 and 2. Of course, she was in the follow-up, because it's all about her. Brilliant actress. Love her.
She was also in a movie I particularly love, The Truth About Cats and Dogs. I don't know if you ever saw that with Janine Garofalo.
Yes, I have seen that.
It's great.
Incidentally, I went to watch Janine Garofalo in Edinburgh the other year. She was doing a show at the festival. Big fan of hers, yeah, from the Romy and Michelle days. That's why I love her. But we're going off topic, though. Although Romy and Michelle is highly underrated.
I agree. It was a great film.
But that just says a lot more about me and Allyson than it does about films. Listen, who is the celebrity? Like, none of you have got it correct so far. So, let's just do the reveal. The celebrity in question, of course, it was Allyson.
The wonderful and talented Uma Thurman. Come on, she's wonderful. So that gives us a U. We're adding a U now to the list of letters that we have collected. So far, the celebrities we have opened in our Advent calendar door. First was Rihanna. Then we had Adam Levine. Then we had Luke Evans. Then we had Dan Levy. Then we had Nicki Minaj. And now we have Uma Thurman. So we've got RALDNU, everyone. These are the letters that we
What could they possibly spell? What Christmas word could they possibly spell? Who knows? But keep on collecting the letters and you'll get the full word. And you could win the chance of getting that right. That's it. But Allyson, you're going to do a song now. Producer Will, let's give Allyson some Christmas-related words. The name Uma obviously has to be in there.
Yeah. Okay. The full name or just the first name Una?
Okay, Uma Thurman. Full name, please, Allyson.
Okay.
What other Christmas words are there?
Present. We'll do present.
Yeah. Okay. And Christmas. The word Christmas.
And one more word, Allyson, just to make it even more tricky for you. Mistletoe. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. All
There
right.
you go. So we're going to give Allyson an unnecessarily low amount of time to write that song. Now, myself and Will are just going to fill.
What I
for
like
10
is that none
seconds.
of the what I like is that there's a very difficult to make rhyme. I feel
Yeah,
the
I feel
words that
so.
we've
I could
chosen.
have thrown in the word orange, but I felt kind.
Yeah, this was a good day. Clearly,
Yeah, this was a very good day today, Will. Clearly for me.
Mm-hmm.
Orange. Nothing rhymes with orange, does it? Does it?
Uh,
Who knows? I don't think. If you know what word
orange.
rhymes with orange, get in touch here on the Hayley and Allyson show. What are your plans for the rest of the day, William?
Oh my goodness! Don't tell anybody, but I think I have quite a quiet afternoon planned.
No.
I might actually leave the house.
No.
I
Where are
know.
you going?
I don't know. Who knows? Who even knows
Who
what's out
knows?
there? I don't even know
Who
what's out
knows?
there. It's been so long since I've been outside that I don't even know what to expect anymore.
Well, wrap up warm because it is very, very cold in
Thanks.
the UK at the minute.
I also need to plan tomorrow's show. How much do you know about bread?
Loads. Do you know what? Scarily, I don't actually. Well, we want people to come back. How much do you know about bread? Tune in for a 2-hour show about bread. We need to
Deep
sell
fried
it
eggs
better
are
than this, Will.
carbs. No, okay. So if we did a bread themed true or false, how would you feel about that?
We've exhausted all avenues now. We're going for
No, we
bread.
haven't. We've not even
Okay.
done bread yet.
Right, we'll do bread. We'll do bread
I
tomorrow.
love bread. Let's talk bread. There's so many types of bread.
Bread.
There's flat breads. There is
Concentrate
bread.
on the song. Concentrate on the song. Have you done it?
I'm done, guys. I wrote the song.
Here we go. Allyson, June Smith, we tasked her with making a song with the words. What were the words again? Uma Thurman, mistletoe, Christmas present and Christmas.
Present and Christmas. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Debut. The debut.
There we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Uma Thurman is our present today. Christmas is quickly on its way. My excitement inevitably grows. Can't wait to see you under the mistletoes.
Mistletoe.
More than one, because I'm going to be under many mistletoes with many people. There we go. I did it.
There we go. Allyson, June Smith there. Thank you. And I love the way, Allyson, it's the same song every day. You just change the words.
Okay.
Once you find a classic, you stick with it. You're like Oasis. You're like Oasis. We like the melody. We're sticking with that for the rest of the
Thurman, No, I go into the same. It's just a different tune. Okay. I'll try to find a new tune, everyone. But, it's... But that's not bad. I used them all. I used them all the words.
She has got endless talents, Allyson June Smith, and she doesn't show them on this show. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We are here for not much longer. Thank you for joining us today. If you have, we have fun as always. Get involved before we go if you'd like to. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning within reason. We're a breakfast show. Or if you'd like to hop onto backchannel.tv, if you're listening on an audio only echo, you can get involved with us that way before we go. But listen, once we go, that's not it, guys, because we have shows here all day, don't we, Allyson?
Yes, we do. We've got a fantastic lineup of shows. Hayley always does it. I want to read them out today. Very excited. So you've joined us. Thank you for joining us. But don't go away, because after us, you have Live Every Day with Liv Harrison. Then after that, 12 to 2, you've got the Anthony Davis Show. And then from 2 to 4, you can hook up with your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. So all day we've got things going on. Be a part of the back channel. Join up with us all. I know every single one of them would love to hear from you. But before we slip away today, are we going to talk about our fun fact?
Yeah, but sorry, Allyson, it always makes me laugh when you read out the shows, because you're like, be part of the family. She always sounds like a frat, like from The Sopranos.
Hey, be part of the family.
Be part of the family.
You got to pay something. You got to pay the fee. You want to be protected by the family. No, Backchannel. We are not a mob affiliated station in the least.
Thank you for pointing that out, because we look like the least mob people ever, Allyson. No one would be threatened by me or you. I very much doubt it. Listen, we like to end the show on a fun fact that you can take away and tell people if you want to freak them out, because this isn't something you walk up to strangers and tell them, but it's a random fun fact. And today, Allyson, the fun fact is the heads on Easter Island have bodies. What? Yeah, the iconic stone heads protruding from the ground on the Easter Island are familiar to most people, but many people don't realise that beneath the surface, in 2010, archaeologists studying the hundreds of stone statues on the Pacific Island excavated 2 of the figures, revealing full torsos, which measure as high as 33 feet. I mean, are they that ashamed of their body they've buried them in the ground? I'd love to walk around like that, just my head sticking out and hide this full body. That'd be great.
That's wild. I didn't know that. Look at that. And I bet you there are tons of like on Easter Island, I bet you they have all that the memorabilia where it's just the heads, and now they're like, "Oh, hey,
Producer
there
Will's
we
showing us.
go."
If you're watching on an Echo show, producer Will's just put the image up of the body. I can see why they've buried it. It's very it's not a great diet, that is it?
No, no, no. And the faces are much more interesting than the bodies, so I can see
Yeah.
why it is that.
It's
But look
like
at
they
that.
haven't bothered with that. It's like they've gone, do you know what? It's like they didn't have time to finish the body off. So they've done the face, loads of detail. Then they've looked at the body and thought, do you know what? We'll just chisel it down, bury it in the ground. No one will see it.
Just get the basics. Get the basics. Don't worry about feet or legs or arms or any of that jazz. Just like the basics.
To get the basics up, we'll just bury them. We'll just bury them. But there you go. If that's a fact that you can take away with you and do whatever you like with it. The heads on Easter Island have a bodies. Have you ever been to Easter Island, Allyson?
I have not. I think my dad went to Easter Island when he was part of the British Army. I believe they did some things there, some training there. But no, I myself have never been to Easter Island. You, Hayley, you ever been to Easter Island?
Funny you should mention it, Allyson. I've not, no. But I have heard that your dad has been.
He has been.
He was one of the people that covered the bodies of the Easter Island heads. Just shoveling up.
Despite popular belief, Easter Island is not covered with rabbits and colored painted eggs. Different Easter Island, everyone.
But there we go. I have been to Egypt and went in a tomb in Egypt. Sorry, not related. I'm just thinking of old things.
Fine.
And I think I've had a curse put on me ever since. Anyway, more on that tomorrow's show. We will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. What? Join us if you're up. Listen, have a lie in. If you're not up, don't force yourself to listen to us. We're here because it's our job. The command to give to your device, as always, if you want to get involved in any of the shows later on in the day here on Backchannel, because do stick around, is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning, within reason. Do you remember? We're on a radio show.
Yeah.
Allyson looked very serious then.
Please, within reason. Some of the things people have sent in, I don't need to read that first thing in the morning. So we don't need to be editing. We edit for you all listening. Trust me. But yeah, no, we're very grateful. We love having you join us, and we hope that you continue to do so every weekday morning, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Think of us as your cup of coffee. We're your morning coffee.
We are your morning coffee. And for the rest of the day, Allyson, what are your plans before we go?
Today, my plan is I have a show tonight, so I'm heading off to lovely Birmingham, which will be great. I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm probably going to eat a lot of fried food at that venue because I love the food they have to offer there. So I'm going to eat a bunch of fried food, and that's my main plan. Us
the full schedule there. I thought you were going to tell us, and then I'm going to visit the toilet. Probably
I might.
A little breather. We go. Full schedule from Allyson there. I'm going to visit my granddad today. He's 87, right? And I rung him up. No, it doesn't leave the house very, very rarely these days.
Yeah.
But I rung him up last night. I haven't seen him for a bit. I said, I'm going to come and visit you tomorrow, Granddad. Is that okay? And he went, well, it depends. And I went, okay. What do you mean? He goes, well, I might be out. You don't go out.
So what I'm asking is, can you be in so I can come see you? Look, this is the one time he'll go out. No, I had to go out.
That's how little he wants to see me. He can barely get around the house, but he's going to force himself out the house so I can't visit. 87-year-old man panicking that his granddaughter, oh no, I don't want to see her. But there you go. Hopefully he'll let me in. He'll be in. I'm going to go and see him later on, even though he doesn't want me to. And producer Will, for the rest of the day, is going to go out the house because he never leaves. He just sits in his house playing on his computer like a 14-year-old boy, but in an old man's body. Is that right, Will?
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually your granddad.
I was going to say.
I didn't want you to find out this way, but that's just what it is.
It's just how it is.
Yeah, because as we've established, I am an old man in a young man's body.
You are an old man in a young man's body. Yeah, he doesn't even cook in a microwave, everyone. That's
Scared
Scared
of
of
microwaves.
Scared of microwave.
Do you know? Dang nabbit. Do you know who's on my side about microwaves?
who?
Liv Harrison, who's on next.
Oh.
She and I have we're the same about microwaves.
Anti-microwave. Wow.
She's on my team.
Stick around for that. Maybe you can chat to Liv about microwaves. Thanks, Producer Will. We'll be back tomorrow with Producer Will here at 6 a.m. You look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, won't we, Ally?
Yes, we definitely will. Please join us. We can't wait. Have a great day till then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.